From the start, the Great Iron Mike showed what he was made of. Being a knockout machine, you might think that becoming the youngest heavyweight champion in history would earn you automatic respect from your opponents. However, even at his peak, Tyson had to face loudmouths who, once inside the ring, couldn't live up to their words. Welcome. In today's video, you'll see how 3 fighters verbally attacked Mike before the fight, and this was the last time they had a chance to hurt him. Get comfortable. This massacre compilation is about to begin. Mike Tyson versus Mitch Green. It was 1986, and the Great Iron Mike was at the height of his powers, the clear man to beat even for the most experienced fighters. Mitch Green, who had debuted in 1980, took his turn to face him on May 20th in the legendary Madison Square Garden, New York. Tyson entered the ring with an undefeated record of 20 wins, 19 of them by knockout, compared to Green's 16, 10 of them by knockout, with 1 loss and 1 previous draw. Ironically, the events after the fight are more memorable. Mike pressured Green throughout the fight, landing some heavy shots to the head and body, and won by unanimous decision. 3 times, Tyson knocked Green's mouthguard out and rocked him with short, devastating blows to the head and body.
He just was a little bit lazy, especially in the later rounds, so we'll see what he does about that.
Yet Green did not give up. The self-proclaimed gangster countered several times with flurries of punches that only exposed him further. Although there were moments of excitement, the fight, which took place before a crowd of 6,039 people, was marked by many clinches.
The head of Mike Tyson. You see what's happened? Tyson is not allowed.
During the later rounds, there were boos from the crowd because Tyson never put Green in real danger, except for once in the early rounds when he doubled him over with 2 rights to the body.
Remember, this is only the first round. It's a very...
However, this was not the last time Iron Mike and Blood Green would face each other. In the early hours of August 23, 1988, Mike stopped by Dapper Dan's, a clothing store in Harlem frequented by the elite. Tyson went there to pick up a custom-made jacket, but got involved in a street fight. Mitch Green was in the area and didn't hesitate to start a heated argument. Running out of words, Blood Green reaffirmed his gangster status by throwing a punch at Tyson. Unfortunately for him, Mike's reflexes led him to respond with a straight right hand that landed on the bridge of Green's nose. As a result, the gangster needed 5 stitches, but Mike didn't walk away unscathed. The power of the unprotected punch led him to fracture his hand, which prevented him from keeping his schedule for his first fight with Frank Bruno. Even outside the ring, Karma decided to punish the audacity of Blood Green.
To throw off his time. Well, just how hard...
Mike Tyson versus Jesse Ferguson. Before Green, Karma got its due with Jesse Ferguson. On February 16, 1986, the rival ESPN had dubbed the man to end Tyson's undefeated streak, received one of the harshest beatings of his career. His record of 14 wins, 10 by knockout, and 1 loss somehow seemed to threaten Tyson's 17 knockouts, according to those eager to see him defeated. The man who stepped into the ring at the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, Troy, New York, after boasting of all the ways he would defeat Tyson, ended the fight in the most humiliating way possible. During the fight, Tyson landed heavy body shots and snapped Ferguson's head back with a pair of uppercuts.
A couple of those punches appeared low.
Ferguson fought most of the first half of the opening round with his back against the ropes, trying to block Tyson's blows and occasionally throwing and landing a few of his own in the last minute. Tyson continued punishing Ferguson with body shots in the second round. Much of the third round was a close quarters fight, with Mike overpowering Ferguson, who remained cornered against the ropes.
Farther than the average Tyson opponent. As I mentioned, only the 6 of 18 men to face Tyson.
Ferguson, however, landed a good flurry in the middle of the third round that snapped Tyson's head back.
In pretty good shape at this point.
You would find almost no one in the arena who believed.
At the start of the fourth round, Ferguson grabbed both of Tyson's arms and complained about low blows. During this round, Ferguson was warned for holding Tyson by the back of the neck. Even displaying his best rat fighter attitude, he threw a couple of punches after the bell to end the round, prompting an immediate response from Mike.
He warns him not to headbutt Tyson.
After being separated, Ferguson was taken to his corner by his trainer, but not even he could save him from the humiliation that awaited. Early in the 5th round, Ferguson threw a jab to try to stay close enough to Tyson to smother some of his power. Yet Tyson succeeded in stepping back and strictly attacking the body. A combination of a right hook to the body and a right uppercut at 2:14 of the 5th round broke Ferguson's nose, sending him crashing to the canvas like a meteorite. He was on his feet at the count of 8, only to be battered for the rest of the round, while the referee closely evaluated him. Ferguson came out throwing jabs in the 6th round before Tyson pressed him against the ropes and punished him with heavy headshots. It was then that Ferguson clung to Tyson's body, refusing to let go. A minute later, he received a clear warning for it. Just seconds later, Ferguson grabbed both of Tyson's gloves and once again defied the referee's order to break. Almost instantly, Luis Rivera waved an arm over his head and disqualified Ferguson for holding and refusing to break when ordered. The ESPN prospect ended up looking like a complete coward. The result, originally ruled a disqualification, was changed to a technical knockout by the commission. What could be more humiliating than this?
Mike Tyson's known as a great finisher. Let's see how he does.
Mike Tyson versus Tyrell Biggs. Later in 1987, Tyson faced his nemesis, Tyrell Biggs. Biggs and Mike had history. Many remember Tyrell for being a gold medalist at the 1984 Olympics, but what happened behind the scenes is what's really interesting. Mike's dream was always to represent his country in the Olympics, and despite his great performance, his short stature was the main reason he wasn't selected. The opportunity was given to Biggs, who, when Tyson approached the airport to wish the team good luck, mocked him in front of everyone present. I don't know what he's doing here, but I'm sure he's not getting on that plane with us. The laughter from those present only drove the dagger deeper into a wound that wouldn't heal for years, remaining open until October 16, 1987, when, in the ring of Atlantic City's Convention Hall, New Jersey, Mike had the chance to prove to the non-believers that he was superior to Biggs in many ways beyond just his height. As world champion, Tyson had to defend the IBF title for the first time, the WBA title for the 3rd time, and the WBC title for the 4th time. Letting Biggs take them away was not an option. Both fighters, with undefeated professional records, did nothing but put on a performance for the ages. Throughout the fight, the forces were well matched, but Biggs couldn't avoid being punished by Mike.
Effective. Whether or not Biggs can keep this up is yet to be seen. It's not time to be...
One after another, left hooks landed on Biggs's jaw. Left hooks seemed to rain on him from all sides, connected by Tyson as if he were practicing batting. Finally and inevitably, the 1984 Olympic super heavyweight champion, the man who held the title that Mike had longed for all his life, broke down after 6 grueling rounds. 1 second before the end of the 7th round, Tyson sealed his victory with one of his signature left hooks, sending Biggs flying towards his corner, where his body hit the canvas with his feet in the air.
That was a tremendous left hand.
He's never fought anyone like me, someone with a strong jab who can box and who doesn't step into the ring just to survive, Biggs said before the fight. You think I'm not going to handle the looping punches from a guy who's 5'8"? He replied, mocking Mike's height once again. Even though Tyson was the 12-1 favorite, Biggs insisted that any expert who says I'm not ready to face Tyson is no expert at all. Once again, karma proved that pride comes before the fall.
And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again. It's over.
If you've made it this far, thank you. Remember, there's no better way to support my content than by leaving your like in the comments. Which of these lessons in humility was your favorite? Do you know of another fight where karma was in Mike's corner? Let me know in the comments.